Hi everyone, I'm Terry and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 91. Welcome. Well, I have 3 finished objects today to show you and 3 works in progress and some upcoming things. So let's get started. Okay, so for my finished object, as part of my 2019 crafty goals I had set for myself was to complete 3 preemie hats per month up to October, so that way I would have 30 preemie hats to be able to donate to the Halloween hat drive that I have been donating to the local hospital NICU in my area. This will be like the 3rd year that I've done it, and I think I only was able to donate about a dozen hats last year, and so I really wanted to be able to make more, and so I set myself a goal to at least make 3 per month, so that would give me 30 to donate for this next season. So anyway, I got the 3rd one for February done, and this is a zebra hat. Super cute pattern. This is a pattern by adorablyhooked.blogspot.com, but there is a link to it in Ravelry where it'll take you to that website to get the pattern. It's a free pattern. The pattern was actually for a newborn size. I think it called for an H and an I hook, and so I went down and used an F and a G hook to make it more preemie sized. Just worsted weight yarn. I believe the little hair or mane at the top was supposed to be fun fur, which I didn't have, and so I just used some strands of black, and I attached it latch hook style, and then I just got the strands and pulled them apart and separated them into the little squiggly plies. Oop, there's some flying away. And then I trimmed it so it would stand up. But anyway, I think it turned out super cute. So that is hat number 6. So I'm right on schedule. Okay, so for my next finished objects, I have 2 for the same project. This is I am participating in the favorite musical make-along that Amber over at Ooh Ah Crochet is hosting, and she wanted you to pick your favorite musical and then do some sort of a project based on that musical, like pick some colors out of the musical or the theme or an object in that musical or whatever. So I decided to do Wizard of Oz, and what I did is I found it's actually a cross stitch pattern, and it is of the characters from Wizard of Oz, but the design of the cross stitch is, like I was saying last week, it's kind of like the Weeble characters or the Mighty Beans toys, where they have a rounded body. They're kind of capsule shaped bodies, I guess. Anyway, it was a cross stitch pattern that I saw that they made these characters look like Wizard of Oz, and I thought it was so cute, and I thought, well, I'm going to try to use that cross stitch pattern. Take the figures. I bought the pattern, and then I took the figures, the part of the chart with the figures in it, and transferred it over and did it corner to corner style. And actually this is crocheted corner to corner, but it's I guess you call it a mini corner to corner because it's made with half double crochets instead of double crochets. So it makes it a little bit tighter and more clear picture, I guess, and smaller. So last week I was showing you that I was working on the Dorothy character, turning it into a square, and I finished her. So as you see, you've got Dorothy and you got Toto, and I just put some little white stitches in there for his eyes. But anyway, so there's Dorothy, and then I've got it all weaved in, except I see I've got a string here in the corners there I forgot to weave in. Anyway, so this is Dorothy, and then I started on the Cowardly Lion, and I was thinking, oh, well, it would be a work in progress. At least I'll get started on it. But once I got started on it, it just really worked up very quickly, and so I was able to finish it and get everything weaved in, and so he's a finished object for this week. He is the Cowardly Lion. And this one went together really quickly because you didn't have that many color changes. There's not that many colors. So what I plan on doing is putting the squares together so they would be like this, stitched together side by side. Back up here like that. Okay. I just made sure that the chart was the same width by height. Okay. So the squares would be the same size. I use this background color of emerald. It's a big twist yarn from Joann's. And so if I put them together like that and just whip stitch the squares together, and so I'm going to do these, I've done these two, and I'm going to do two more that will be the Scarecrow and the Tin Man. The Tin Man should go really quickly because I think it's only got two colors for the Tin Man, except maybe black for his eyes, little spots, and that's it in the background color. So it should go real quick. It's just like the lion. Anyway, I'll get those 4 done, and then I'll stitch them together and see. And then I don't know. There are some other characters in the picture. I will pop up a picture here so you can see the chart. So as you can see, I have the, I also have the option of doing, there's Glinda and the Wicked Witch. So that would be 6 characters. So I could do 3 by 3 to make it wider. I might do that, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking even on a different website, I possibly saw a design for one of the flying monkeys. If I needed, that would give me 7, though that would be an odd number. So I don't know. I'll get those 4 done. That's my main plan first, and then I'll see how much time I have left for the make along to see if I can get it finished. I may just go from there and then do some bordering to make it larger. But anyway, I think it's going to be really cute, and I'm having a good time making them. Okay, so that's my finished objects. Let's see, my works in progress. I'm still working on the hot air balloon baby mobile. And I have gotten all 4 of the baskets and animals done. I think last week I showed you the first 3, the 3 that I had finished. I'll show you again since they're within reach here. I have the elephant and the tiger right there. And then I have, if I can hold them together here. Okay, I have the giraffe, although yes, I know I haven't put the spots on the giraffe yet. I am going to go back and figure out some sort of patches or something to put on that giraffe so he will look more like a giraffe, at least to me. So that's my 3, and then so the 4th one I got done is the zebra, and I just finished him. Right here, I stitched his stripes on last night. And I think he turned out pretty cute. He's kind of leaning out of the basket there. I may have to adjust the stitches a little bit to make sure he doesn't topple forward. They are stitched to into the bottom of the basket though. So anyway, there's my 4. Let's see if I can hold them up. Okay, like that. So now what I'm working on is I've got the wooden hoop, which is the inside of an embroidery hoop. So anyway, I got this and I have to cover it. And so what I'm doing is using the white yarn, and I'm just going back and forth. Well, actually the pattern said to chain a certain amount of number and then connect it into a big ring, and then you stitch so many rows to get it a certain length, so then you could wrap it around the ring. But I started doing that, and of course it was way smaller than what my ring size was, this ring. So I decided that I felt safer to kind of go work at it and fit it as I go, I guess. So what I'm doing is, instead of doing my rows around, what is that, horizontally, it'll be like vertically. Is that vertically? No, I don't know. What I'm doing is stitching. I did like 10 stitches, and then I tried wrapping it around the hoop, and it was too much, and so I pulled out 2 stitches, and so that would be 8 chains that I made, and then I used one chain as a turning chain. So what I'm doing is 7 single crochets, just back and forth this direction. And so when I wrap it around the hoop, get it around there. Anyway, it's gonna fit. And then I think it's, I can't remember if it's single crocheted together to close it or slip stitched. I can't remember now. But anyway, that way I can just keep going and make sure that it is going to cover it without doing so many rows of so many stitches, and then it wouldn't fit. So that's how I'm doing it. So after I get that done, then it'll just be, I think it's like chain stitches that you do to attach them all together hanging from the ring. And then, so hopefully maybe this week I'll get that finished. Not too much more stuff that I have to do with it, so should be a finished object for next week, so we'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, so let's see, work in progress number 2 is the Jada and Stitches calendar blanket. She did release the second part of the blanket, and so I started working on that. It's finishing the backdrop of the blanket, and I'll have to do it this way to show you. So it started with the dark blue, and then you have the brown, a little brown section, and then I have a dark green section, which is a pine green that I used. And then I finished up with the, not finished, but then I started part 2 with the light green, and then now have a light blue at the top, which is going to be like the sky. And so now I just have to go back and forth, I like 20 rows or something. But I've done a couple. I've done 2 of that 20, so I have 18 rows to go. And then I will be ready for next month's part of it. So that is works in progress number 2. I'm enjoying that. I think it's going to be a fun project to do. Let's see. And then the only other thing that I worked on that I didn't finish, most of the stuff I worked on I finished, but is the corner-to-corner squares that I showed you last week, just using scraps. I had found a picture on Ravelry, no, not Ravelry, on Pinterest, and it was a blanket that was made of squares that were made of corner to corner, and so I kind of took that idea, except that I'm using my little random balls. See those little hanging jars right back there? Little small balls of scraps, and I'm making these corner to corner squares. I showed them to you last week. I made a few more. I've got quite a few now. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 altogether. Then what I started to do, so what I've done is I think I made like 2 extras from last week, but also I got my black yarn, and I started going around the whole entire thing. This one is in progress. So I did single crochet, a round of single crochet all the way around, and then now I'm doing a round of half double crochets, and so I've got 2 of those complete. That one is in progress, but then I've got 2 of them complete, so it's going to look sort of like this. And then when I get them all like that, then I will put them together and I will lay them out and try to figure out how I want the stripes to go. If I want them to go going all the same direction, which would be like this, or I could shift them and do it like where they're like going away from each other, like that, or down like to a point, you know. We'll see. I think I'll have fun putting these together, but I really like the black edging. I think that's gonna really let the colors pop even more, outlining that way. So anyway, I just worked on that a little bit. I had to go to the dentist today, not for me, but I had to take my son, and so I was just sitting there in the waiting room, and I thought, well, I'll just take this project with me and start bordering some of these squares, because the other things that I was working on they weren't as transportable as that would be. So I just took that and worked on a few of those. So that's all that I show you that I've made made progress on for this week. Now upcoming, let's see, I am working on a new stitch, well, not new stitch, well, yes, a new stitch tutorial. What it is, it's another new stitch of the month tutorial that I am making for Danica over at Lady Love Design Boutique, her Facebook group. Last month she asked me to do a tutorial showing the block stitch in working with Graphgans, and so I did that one. And so this now I am now working on the stitch for March, which will be released March the 9th. And so I've got the left-handed version done. Now I need to do editing and things and get the right-handed version done, and then that will be released on March the 9th, so you can keep an eye out for that. And let's see what else. Oh, the unraveledmitten.com, I think that's the website. The 2019 Stash Buster crochet along that Heather of that website is doing. I believe her name is Heather. She just released square number 4, and so I haven't started it yet. She just released it yesterday, I think, and so I'll be working on that, and I'll have that to show you for next week. And I have another baby gift that I need to go ahead and get started working on. This one's going to be an amigurumi tiger, and I'm real excited to get started with it because I think it's going to be a really cute pattern, or the pattern's really cute, and so I'm looking forward to working on it. But for that I had to okay, I'm not using the orange yarn that I have more of. I have 3 skeins, is down there in a basket. I have 3 skeins of that, but I actually ordered another orange for this tiger because that orange wasn't quite the right color. Also, the orange that I'm trying to use up is very thin yarn, and I needed a little heavier yarn for this amigurumi. So yes, I did order some orange yarn for that project. Ordered it from Premier Yarns, and I thought it was going to come in today, but it hasn't come in yet. I think Saturday. So I'll be doing a haul video to show you what I ordered, because I did order the orange, and then I ordered a few other skeins for a different project. So anyway, I'll be go ahead and video a yarn haul video showing that, what I got for that. Maybe, I guess, this weekend. Also upcoming, I need to do another of the white baby blanket that I made with the roses. It was a white, all white blanket with roses in the corner. I did have somebody ask me if I would make one for her soon to be born, well, yeah, soon to be born granddaughter, new granddaughter. And the baby is going to be born in May, I believe. So I need to get that started. So that's upcoming as well. And just, I have a long list of things I want to do, so that's why you just got to stay tuned. So that's it. Thank you to all my subscribers. Numbers are still climbing. That's an awesome, exciting thing. I love interacting and meeting so many people through my YouTube channel and my Facebook group, which is Yarnjoy Podcast on Facebook. Go over there and join that if you haven't. So I was saying thank you to my subscribers. Also, if you haven't subscribed, then please do, so that you can follow the progress of all the different projects and things that I do and make and tutorials and things that I've been putting together and doing as well. So I think that's it. Yeah. So everybody have a awesome weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.